The human spirit is the third aspect, and we find it as linked more or less to the mind. So activation of the abstract mind means that you are functioning using the third aspect of the spirit. Mathematics, logic, philosophy, computer science, things that we do without feeling coming into it. They are the things that bring us closer to the abstract thought. The things that are devised around our senses, what we see, what we feel, is all about concrete thought. They don't really go into improving our mind. And our job also is to improve our mind by thinking more in the abstract so that we can bring inventions, new things. Now, the fourth region, we call it the region of archetypal forces. We talk about the three lower regions of the world of thought: continental, oceanic, and area. And we link them to form, vitality, and desires. These three have their source in the region of archetypal forces. That is actually the fourth division of the world of thought. And this fourth division is the most important of all the regions. The fourth division in the world of thought, which is actually the mind, is the most important because that is the region where spirit reflects itself in form. Beyond this region, it is pure spirit. The world of thought has 7 divisions. 3 lower ones, even though I say lower, it is not like the physical or desire world. These are very high. 3 lower ones and 3 higher ones. And then we have a middle belt. Now, the lowest division in the world of thought, we call the continental region. The continental region. There, all the physical forms we see, all the chemical region that we talk about, that is where their archetypes are. The archetype, the original drawing of what we have that we can see physically, we can feel physically, the earth and the hard surface that we walk on, we ourselves, the original drawing, the archetype that created it is in the continental region of the world of thought. So over there, this earthy matter, plants, animals, and man, you find the archetype over there. When we talk about archetype, it is not like a model you find which doesn't have life. No. The archetype you are talking about here is a creative archetype. A creative archetype. It is the one that gave portion of itself for all that we see, including we ourselves to be. So all forms, all chemical matters, where they originate, their archetype is found in the continental region of the world of thought. The next that we can talk about is the vitality that the forms have to move. The archetype is called or can be found in the oceanic region. Oceanic region. That is where the archetype of the ethers can be found. So for any change to be done, it must first be done there and then it will have the effect physically. So the oceanic region is the second region of the world of thought. The oceanic region possessed with life, the pulsating of life, vitality over there is what gives life to all the things that we see. Their source, their origin is from the archetype. That vitality that is flowing in the oceanic region is to sustain all things that we see, all things that we feel. Without that vitality from the second region of the world of thought, nothing can have life. The third region of the world of thought, we call it the aerial region. The aerial region. This is the archetype of the world of desires. That is where the archetype is. So the passions, the wishes, the feelings, all those things that we have, our emotions, the archetype is built in the area region of the world of thought. In fact, in this area region of the world of thought, we have the real picture of all our emotions on earth. It gathers over there like an atmospheric conditions. All our emotions, they gather over there as pictures. It means nothing is taken for granted. Now, the fourth region, we call it the region of archetypal forces. We talk about the three lower regions of the world of thought: continental, oceanic, and area. And we link them to form, vitality, and desires. These three have their source in the region of archetypal forces. That is actually the fourth division of the world of thought. And this fourth division is the most important of all the regions. The fourth division in the world of thought, which is actually the mind, is the most important because that is the region where spirit reflects itself in form. Beyond this region, it is pure spirit. The spirit is beyond the mind. The spirit only uses the mind to gather knowledge and information about the material world, comprising the physical, the vital, the desire. But beyond the mind, the spirit itself lives. And the region where spirit reflects itself in matter, we call it the region of archetypal forces. So, if that is the case, we shouldn't know the importance of this fourth region. Above that fourth region, we have the three higher aspects of the spirit. And below that region, we have the three lower aspects of the spirit. So, the fourth region, which is the mind, is a focusing point for the spirit, where it reflects itself in matter. That is the way the spirit links up with matter. Without the mind, the spirit will not be in a position to link up with matter. That is why the mind is very, very important, and we need to develop it. Now, the matter that we talk about for the lower size of the world of thought, the continental, the oceanic, and the area, the higher aspect of the spirit reflects itself in them. And there are three higher aspects of the spirit in the world of thought. We have it as germinal ones, and I may not have to go so much into details. I will talk more about this in our next presentation, where the spirit is working without the mind, but working such that it can give that incentive to activate the lower aspects of the world of thought, which is the concrete mind. So we have a drawing here, which we hope can inform what we are talking about here. This is the world of thought. You can see its 7 areas of division, but it is classified in 2 major areas. The higher one we call the world of abstract thought, or the region of abstract thought. And then the lower one, the region of concrete thought. The archetypal forces link up with the mind. As said earlier on, our desires, vitality, and the form that we have, the forces that operate in the archetypal area is what makes those things work. Without the archetypal areas, there is no way the forces or the archetypes for the desire, for the vitality, for the forms will work. They all draw their strength from the fourth region. Now, beyond the archetypal forces, you can see the 3 higher areas. Once again, this is spirit. There are no forms where we have the germinal idea of forms. where we have the germinal idea of vital life, where we have the germinal idea of desires and emotions. Over there is actually nothing that we can talk about as form, concrete things. It is pure spirit. Spirit generating its ideas towards the concrete area. And then the three higher aspects, the world of thought or the world of abstract thought. The three higher aspects, the world of abstract thought or the region of abstract thought. It is best expressed as the region of abstract thought. So, the three higher aspects, the region of abstract thought, they constitute the human spirit, which is the third aspect of the spirit. The spirit has three aspects. The human spirit is the third aspect, and we find it as linked more or less to the mind. So activation of the abstract mind means that you are functioning using the third aspect of the spirit. Mathematics, logic, philosophy, computer science, things that we do without feeling coming into it. They are the things that bring us closer to the abstract thought. The things that are devised around our senses, what we see, what we feel, is all about concrete thought. They don't really go into improving our mind. And our job also is to improve our mind by thinking more in the abstract so that we can bring inventions, new things. So, the world of thought divided into two. The higher aspect, we call it the human spirit aspect. The region of abstract thought is where the human spirit aspect functions for the human being. In the human being, it's a very important aspect of the spirit. Now, aside the region of abstract thought, it is where the third aspect of the spirit is, the human spirit. And then we have talked about that area containing only the germinal ideas. Germinal ideas generated by the spirit itself. That for our desires, that for vitality, and that for form. They are all generated by the spirit over there. It is from there that they go through the fourth region, archetypal forces. Then we can begin to think. That's why you say, I have an idea. Then they begin to think about the idea that they have. That is the way it works. If you are functioning well in the region of abstract thought, you have innovation, you have creativity. New ideas keep coming to you. This is coming from the spirit. So when it comes to you, it's the spirit that is generating it in the region of abstract thought so that you can give thought to it. Then you can implement it until it takes concrete form. That is the way the spirit works in the physical world. Beyond the world of thought, beyond the region of abstract thought, we now move to the world of life spirit.